222. What is going on? What is going on, everybody in the house? What is going on? Wake up in Cleveland every single morning.
I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip, this wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip, this wet. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip, this wet. Tell them run it up.
What is going on? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? What is going on? Wake up in Cleveland. Thursday morning, Tech Thursday. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I'm having a good day. It's a hot day. I've been looking at the chat so far, and obviously it's been super, super hot. It's not that hot yet. Where have you been, bro? Mad Live. I've been here every Thursday. I'm not even sure what John's laughing about. Literally, I have been doing this stream every single Thursday. So the question is, where have you been, bro? I haven't done the other ones just because of just work, man. Work's in the way. Work gets in the way. But I have done Tech Thursday. I've done consistently for the past month or so. I am bringing back Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be the interview day where I have next week. I have DJ Bizan. I was going to try to start it for this Wednesday, but I just couldn't get anybody to confirm. That's really the issue. It's the issue with the show. The issue is that I don't want to have basically two Tech Thursdays, meaning Wednesday and Thursday, and then it just seems like too much. So what we're doing is we're trying to leave the interviews for Wednesday, and I had one, and then they couldn't do it, so I don't know. I got to figure out a substitution for when people tell me they can't do it. I might do a viewer appreciation on Wednesdays. We'll see. It's all up in the air right now. So let's do a little. Let's do a couple of shots out right now. I said we got John P in the building. That's one of the mods. Ratbone is one of the mods. Thank you guys for hanging out and supporting as always. We got DJ L35 in the building. So I got in trouble, L35, from Cut Up. And because I brought up something, I'm like, oh, yeah, are you guys doing something? I can't remember exactly what it was. And he's like, have you been watching the show? And I said, well, I've been a little busy. So he kind of read me the right act. So I have been seeing a lot of different people lately. We'll get to that after the shots. I see Professor BX in the building. What is going on? Mr. D, the DJ in the building. Good to see you. Poop. Okay. Brent Tajmajan. Tell me if I got that right. Tajmajan. Come on. I feel like I got it right. DJ Awana in the building. Where's my water? I forgot to bring my water. All right. Let's get some water real quick. Okay, that is better. I only have purified drinking water today. I don't have my regular drink because I just haven't been to the store yet. So that's not going to happen. So, okay. Mixmaster GNL in the building. DJ E Zone, Obscene. DJ Slide. Who else we got in the building here? Philip Tan. Make sure you guys are following Philip Tan. Philip Tan has a YouTube channel too. Same thing with Mixmaster GNL. Make sure you guys are following these guys. But you know, they're good guys and they put on good shows. Okay, let's see what else we got here. We got Windows deciding to do things that I don't need them to do. Get off my screen, Windows. No, for real. Get off my screen. Son of a gun. Okay. Something's in my eye here. All right. We got G-Gar, King Biggs. Of course, John P. I've already mentioned. Who else? Rhett Brewer. I can never get that. Megawatt the DJ. Who else we got here? The Elo Show. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Okay. So, DJ Midas K. All right. Gotta hydrate. All right. I think I've hit everybody that I need to hit at the moment. Okay. So, once again, thank you guys for hanging out today. Something's in my eye. This is one of those weird mornings where nothing goes according to plan, like ice. It's hot in this room. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is hot. I got the big fan blowing, so it's pushing everything into my face. Fortunately, you know, condenser, dynamic microphone, not condenser. So you're not hearing all that sound, but it is there, and I hear it and I feel it. But it's in my eyeballs, so that's why I got dirt in my eyes. Today is, of course, Tech Thursday. So you guys know what to do. If you have any questions, hit that ask button, because that's how I'm going to see them, and that's how I'm going to answer them. So make sure you put that hashtag ask in the front. No bougie water today. Nope. So this one's a real open-ended one. I'm going to tell you, I got to let them know to slow down this chat. So I'm going to bring up my other chat here to make it a little easier on myself. Okay. Diamond Lee in the building. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Go get your eye wash too. I should. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Come on. Move up. DJ Young Nick. Can't wait to enjoy the show today. I know it's going to be full of gems and fun. Yeah, don't put those expectations on me, Young Nick. It could be just pure garbage. I'm going to say it's always fun, but it could be just pure garbage. Look, the bottom line here is that this is a Tech Thursday, Ask Thursday. So if the show is garbage, it's because of you guys. Not me. It's because of you guys. But that's okay. I kid. While we are waiting for questions, I'll talk a little bit about, my weekend. So I don't know about you guys in the other parts of the country. I'm in Southern California. So my parties have been blowing up, but this is going to sound weird. They've been blowing up, but there's been so much drama associated with them that I almost would rather not do them. Does that make sense? Do you understand what I'm saying? There's so many things. If we're talking about COVID and restrictions and what do you guys do and what are the rules, and I'm a multi-op, so I got to have this person. It's like, well, I can't guarantee this person anymore because you know what? They're not even working for me anymore. Or you know what? I know you requested them a year ago and I put them on the contract as a request, This is 15 months later, and now they don't want to work. So I'm dealing with all these kinds of things. It's making life right now really unenjoyable. Like, absolutely unenjoyable. It's frustrating. The worst part is because of COVID, because of the Delta variant, because the world is talking about it all the time, every day, all day, you get to a party and everybody is freaked out and nobody wants to be close. I'm doing bar and bat mitzvahs. These are types of things that require people to be involved. You can't really do a hora. That's for you non-Jews and non-affiliated. That's a circle dance where people are in the chair and they're being put up. You can't do a hora when all of the adults don't want to be involved. So it's been frustrating, uh, to say the worst. Every party I get to, I'm just like, oh, okay. Oh, the adults don't want anything to do with this. Okay, it's just going to be kids' party for the rest of the night because the kids don't care. Okay, this sucks. This sucks. What are you guys experiencing out there? What are you guys seeing? I know a lot of people, especially not in Southern California or maybe New York. It's Dre Day because you guys don't care. But I care. I care. Make sure you guys put the ask there. I got to see it by the ask. If I don't see the ask, it's really hard for me to spot it. This chat moves very, very fast. So let me know. Okay. But I'm going to try to knock out a couple that are right in front of me if they don't stop moving. Okay. Does Phase work now that it has Serato integration? I've heard other DJs say it's too much like a Rain 12 now and less like Control Vinyl. Those other DJs have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. Um, the the Phase integration is fantastic, and no, it doesn't feel like a 12. Trust me when I tell you, it doesn't feel like a 12. 12s feel like 12s. Phase feel like phases. The integration, the tightness is considerably better, but no, they're no. I don't think they feel like 12s at all. Um, specifically because you're still using your own vinyl, your own motors, your own turntables. So I don't agree. I don't agree. But yes, they work better now. Like night and day, different and better. Like underneath this table are my turntables, and they always have Phase on there. Phase works so good now. And don't get me wrong. Look, they always have their quirks. Sometimes they don't want to do what they're supposed to do. But like I'm gonna say, where it used to be, maybe they would work 70% of the time, and then they'd have a glitch, and then you'd have to put them back in the charging bays or whatever. Maybe 70, 60. Now they work like 80%. They still have their little flaws occasionally, but 80 to 90%. They're When I say they work, I don't mean that when they're connected and talking to the system, they're not working. That's what I'm saying. Like every so often, you'll put them on, and they just, for whatever reason, aren't connected to the box like they should. But that happens few and far between now. They are really, really, they're really good now. Okay. All right. Let's see here. I swear this thing is moving way too fast. Okay. After using both the Pioneer S7 and S11, which one do you prefer and why? DJ E Zone. I think you're new here. So, because I've had this question asked like uh, pretty much every week. But I will answer because you're the first person to ask this question. So I will answer. The S7 and the S11 are both very good mixers. The same thing with the Rain 70. Very good mixer. I prefer the S11 just because the The S11 is just kind of for me the flagship mixer, just across the industry as far as DJ mixers are concerned, battle DJ mixers. So the S11 is the top. Okay, after you move from the S11, you start to become a little more. The options open up a little more. Okay, so whether it be the S7 or the Rain 70, even the Rain 72, then the options start to open up. Yes, and obviously the Reloop Elite is a great mixer too. I just don't prefer it. So I put the S11 at the top, and then after that, if you have the S7, if you have the Rain 70, even the 72, it's going to be just fine, and you're going to enjoy it. But the S11 for me is the top. The S7 and the Rain 70 are close. I feel wise, I do still prefer the Rain 70 a little more than the S7, but the S7 is still a great mixer, and it has the Bluetooth capabilities, which are far more important to especially to like gigging DJs than you would think. Um, like for instance, I have the Bose L1 system, and when I bring it out, one of the most convenient things is to be able to like just plug it in and be ready to kind of not even if you're ready to play, and then just kind of run music through your iPhone or your iPad into the speaker, uh, and still be able to set up and do all the things you can do. So it's really nice if you are maybe making a changeover to be able to just you know push a song through Bluetooth into the mixer and still continue to do what you need to do. I hope that Bluetooth comes to whatever S11 update they come, because I think it's necessary. I get the you want to separate out between what is what, but yeah, it's good. Uh, L35 says, yeah, being heavier handed, scratching. Yes. So he's right. A lot of, look, myself included, you can forget just how sensitive turntables with vinyl and needles are. So you might use a phase, you might use the 12s, you might even use the Rain 1. And then you get back to regular vinyl and regular needles. Even I'm talking DVS. I'm not even talking about like vinyl. And the needle jumps all over the place in the beginning because you have to realize, oh, that's right. Soft hands. I gotta calm these hands down. I gotta calm the way I move my hands. And it is a difference. It is a difference. But yes. If anybody's doing juggles, any of that type of stuff, like the 12s and juggling are like so so much easier. So much easier. You're slapping it, spinning them back around. Toms are like, keep going. You sound good. Meanwhile, regular needles looking at you like, come on, man. Come on. Okay. Let's see here. This thing is driving me nuts. DJ Midas K says, but it's not worth it. I don't know what relationship that is. If you're talking about phase, I completely disagree. I don't know what we're talking about, so I don't want to even begin to speculate. Okay. So yes, I'm okay with masks. If masks are your issue with not having parties, you're not gonna do well. As a DJ in this world right now, people will be wearing masks for a long time. That's not gonna change. So I'm fine. Okay. So look, I wear masks on my parties. Um, all my crew wears masks except for typically the MC when they're on the microphone, just so they can talk on the microphone. Uh, Speaking of, I got this little thing that was sent to me a couple days ago, actually yesterday. Uh, I want to show you guys it in a minute. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can. I can't use this. It's moving too fast. It's frustrating me. All right. So we're gonna start from the bottom and go back up. Uh, more money, more. Stop. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to answer these questions, and this thing is not doing what I needed to do. Uh, okay, so let's try to. Oh no, Sorry about that. uh, Chris Me says, I wish I would have learned tighter hands on vinyl years ago. Amen. Me too. But it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. Okay. I'm going up now. I see Mixmaster answering a couple of questions, but we're going to try to answer. That's interesting that the people, official J Blade, DJ Blade, that the people you work with want you to use the Prime 4. Why is that? That's very interesting. Okay. The S7 would be awesome to do solo weddings, introductions while being out on the floor and controlling the music at the same time, says T Diesel. Yeah, I agree. But, a lot of those speakers have those built in now. Or, if you're not using Serato, if you're using other programs, you can even do it with Serato. If you just had your iPad in your hand, you could actually, at least play the other tracks with the little Serato controller that nobody uses anymore. Okay. All right. I'm going to move back up. We're going to start from the beginning just because I need to do this because I feel like DJ Slide says you should do an interview with DJ B, aka Beezus. Hey, look, I don't control who comes here. All I can do is ask, and if they want to come, they want to come. If they don't, they don't, and I'm okay with that. It is what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna fly through some of these older questions. Have you used? Okay, Radbone says, have you used SoundSwitch? I just got it to try, and I'm really impressed. I've had SoundSwitch for years. As a matter of fact, somewhere underneath here, it's underneath here somewhere, is the original SoundSwitch, the original box. Let me see. Now I need to see if I still have it. I do have it. So this is the original SoundSwitch. It's dusty, but this is the original SoundSwitch. You have your XLR output, and then your, let's see if I can get it a little, there we go. And then your standard USB. This box doesn't even exist anymore. Made in New Zealand. Doesn't exist anymore because I believe now, is it subscription based? It might be subscription based. So I have it. I'm not going to lie and tell you guys, oh, it's great or it's not great. I haven't used it in a long ass time. Maybe if I'm up to it, maybe we'll plug it in. Maybe we'll plug it in and check it out. But if anybody doesn't know about SoundSwitch, they just came out with an update, so I have not even looked at it. But basically, SoundSwitch is a music enhanced light controller. So it takes your music and allows you to program your lighting to the music. So, if you're playing, like, I always think about All I Do Is Win because of the hands up part, and say, your stuff's moving, you throw your hands up, and then all the lights turn white. And then when the beat comes back, they're doing everything. So you don't actually need like a light guy to run your stuff. You don't need a light guy to run your stuff. You can just let the thing do its thing. Now, I loved that part of it, and I'm just kind of explaining because I know a lot has changed. So I love that part of it. The issue I had when I first started using it was I had to program everything else. They would run, at first they only ran with the lighting per song. So if you didn't have a song, or let's say you wanted to sit people down because it was dinner time, so you wanted to have like some static lighting up. There was no way to do that. There was no override. Then they put the override in, which made it amazing. And now we're dealing with just a lot of smart programming. I just have not gotten into it yet. Probably because prior to like the last 2 years, I was running a whole bunch of different lights. And when that happens, yes, it has kind of like some smart tech to kind of go, okay, this is the light he's using. Uh, let's just kind of, do these kind of auto scripts. Uh, I wanted it to be a little more, anyway. So now they're better. Now it's better. I do need to get into it and see how it works. I've been using Light Router because I've been using a lot of moving heads and uplights, and Light Router is perfect for moving heads and uplights. It just makes it easy. So I'm gonna, but you know what? I will start using it. Well, maybe we'll open it up. I'll have to update it, but maybe we'll open it up and see how it works. Okay. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna find the S. So I am getting the questions. They're just taking a second. So that's what the question was. Mida said, "What do you do when you're asked to not to play rap music at a club that has a mixed crowd and people request hip hop? This is making me look like a whack DJ because I usually play to the crowd." Okay, this is a very good question, and it's a question that you can't really answer because every venue is different, every club is different. Um, like legitimately, every club is different. Typically, when they say don't play rap, they're saying don't play that bullshit rap. And you know the bullshit rap I'm talking about. That's typically what they mean when they say that. The more kind of popular mainstream rap is more acceptable, especially a lot of the old school rap, more acceptable. So they just don't want you playing any of that new rap. I'm assuming, okay, so don't take this and say, no, man, that's not what they mean. I'm just saying, you know, that's typically what they mean. But look, if they don't want you to play rap, you got to be creative. That's where your DJing comes into play. That's where your skill sets on being able to go in and out of stuff works. And there are tricks of the trade. If a lot of times if they don't want you to play rap, if they don't want you to play rap, you can get around that. You know, you can play samples, you can play, instrumentals with maybe an acapella of like a normal song on there. You can keep the vibe that you want without playing, the hardcore rap song that they probably don't want to hear at the club. But look, if the club doesn't want you to play rap, it's the club. You got to respect their wishes. They're the ones paying you. So that's kind of a big issue. I'm assuming that if the club doesn't want you to play rap, the people going to the club are probably understanding that. And if they don't understand it, at the beginning, by the third and fourth week of the club not playing rap, they'll get it quickly, and then it'll should work its way out. uh Yeah, the Elo show says, I would be like, y'all hired me based upon my skill set, so let me be me. They didn't necessarily hire you based upon your ability to play hip hop. They hired you on your ability to DJ. So, it is what it is. But Midas, I'm going to say this too. When they hired you, when they called you up and said, we want you to work this, um, I, I'm shocked, and maybe you did. Um, I like the ADJ Airstream bridge. Different stuff altogether. Different stuff altogether. And we'll talk about that. I would be shocked if you didn't say, well, what's the venue vibe? what do you guys usually play? And more importantly, if you know you're going to do a club, did you go to the club and check it out? Did you go to the club the week before and see what the vibe was like? See what the DJ's playing. See how the people are reacting. These are all things we have to do. To figure out what's important. So and how you don't look like a bad DJ. I'm doing. Oh, we got a raid in the building. We got a raid coming in. We got Just Teach One. Good to see you, bro. Thanks for hanging out today. Just Teach One with the raid. You guys, it's Tech Thursday as always. We are doing questions related to DJ and DJing and DJ gear. So if you do have a question, make sure you put the ask in the chat, #ask, and I will try to answer it, as quickly as possible. But the system is not working the way I want, so that may not be happening. Um, yeah. So, I did I'm doing like a deep house soul thing on the holiday weekend for the US people anyway, September 4th, 5th. And what I'm doing is after my show this weekend, I'm heading over there to see what the vibe is like, to see what everybody's doing and how people are reacting, seeing the space, seeing, what the situation is like. All of these little things are important when you're DJing, to kind of see what the world is like. It's kind of like, to me, it's like when you are DJing a spot and say there's 3 DJs on, and let's say you're the 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock DJ. All right. Club starts at 10 o'clock and you don't get there until like 11:45. And then you start DJing, and two things happen. One, you have no idea of the vibe of the night. Okay. So you don't know how people have been reacting to music. Two, you don't even know if people played the music you were playing. So you're going to end up looking like an idiot because you're repeating songs. Uh, Darrell, I know that. Yeah, I'm fully aware of that. Okay, so let's try to answer some of these. I still play slow jams all the time. If they work, I guess play them. Uh, let's see here. Ask Brandon Darden says, "What is a DJ product you have that you won't give up?" Hmm, that's a good question. That is a very good question. And it's a question that's hard to answer because, you know, I've had that question asked to me before, and I've always struggled with it because I come from a place in time where you improvised, and so there is nothing that I own in my arsenal that if somebody said you got to use this instead or you got to do this, that I would, die over. I can do everything. I can use everything. But what do I love that I'd hate to give away right now? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have anything. Um, I mean, I really love this S11 underneath this table. Like, truly love the S11. So if somebody's like, "Hey, man," uh, in fact, it almost happened that way, when they're like, "Hey, man, we might need to, get it back from you." And I said, "So when I send it to you, you're gonna send me a replacement?" Because I'm kind of used to this thing now. Now, having said that, I do have a Rain 70 sitting in the closet, and I would use that in a heartbeat. Rain 70 is fine. Okay. All right. Uh, Chris just said my music collection. See, see, man, that's a great answer. That's an answer I should have done. Kudos to DJ Chris. That is I never think about the things that are like common sense, like your music collection. Like that's common sense, and maybe because it's so common sense. But he did say DJ hardware. He didn't say software. It's semantics. But yeah, that's a great answer. But I wouldn't have thought about that because that's like saying, what couldn't you live without? I'm like, well, couldn't live without my heart. I mean, my heart's kind of important. So I don't think about those like normal things. Uncle DJ says, what DJ software works best with the SC6000Ms? Because I don't use the 6000Ms too often, and I know there's been several updates. I haven't had a chance to use them with software, so I don't know. I will say this though, as far as Denon is concerned, I truly believe that probably the best software out there for Denon is Virtual DJ. Yeah, if you're able to run a software with their hardware, Virtual DJ is the one. I said it. Yeah, Virtual DJ. Okay. All right. The SC6000 only works as a standalone from a special prepared USB. I could have sworn that they were just accepted via Serato, the 6000s. I could have sworn. Maybe I'm wrong. There's a lot of hardware, there's a lot of updates, so you could, we shall see. Darrell says, but as far as Denon products are concerned, I still stand by the fact that Virtual DJ works best on Denon products. Okay. Darrell says, should aspiring pro DJs use DJ or stay away and stick with Serato? That is a very good question. My answer is simple. Use what you like, okay, but know all the programs. So I think DJ is a fantastic piece of software. If you're running Mac, that's the caveat. If you're running Mac, I also think that Rekordbox is great, and Serato's great, and Virtual DJ, is great. I say it with a caveat just because I hate the way they run on vinyl, but they run perfectly on controllers. But yeah, they're all good. Okay, they all have their strengths, they all have their weaknesses. I think DJ and Virtual DJ are probably Mixmaster is going to disagree. He's going to say that Virtual DJ is the all incoming in a weird way. I know he likes DJ too. I prefer the look of DJ over Virtual DJ, and I prefer the way DJ handles user interactivity. Is that the word I want to say? Yeah, it's early for me. I prefer the way DJ does it over Virtual DJ. Virtual DJ is for a mind that is a lot more PC driven, and that's not necessarily me. Since I grew up on Mac, that's just kind of I look at things the way Macs are written. So that's why DJ algorithms DJ just tends to work better, and they have a damn impressive iPad app. First off, there are no other real softwares out there that will let you use your iPad in a pro DJ setting like DJ will. It's so impressive. That video, I'm working on that video today. I'm gonna do a Rain One iPad DJ video. So that's my answer. Just know them all because you're gonna run into a situation where you need to potentially be able to use them all. So Serato is my go-to. Okay, that's the one I grew up on. That's the way I know. I always use Digital DJ Tips, their answer for this, because I think it's dead on. basically whatever DJ software you learned on. And I'm not talking about learning how to DJ, but just learned on. Like, okay, your first introduction into DVS and or controllers. That's typically the one you stick with. I tend to agree with that. So Serato, with all its greatness and all its flaws, and there are great things and there are flaws. I'm fully aware of this. I'm never going to be the one to tell you that Serato is the best program out there. I don't. I think it has a lot of great features, but it also has some weaknesses that other softwares have completely overtaken. And everything I'm saying right now, this isn't new to Serato. Their library management needs serious work. And until that library management comes up to par with um, any of the other programs, I was going to give you an example. All of them have like night and day difference library management than Serato. Serato has the oldest library management on the planet. So um, if you like to use multiple streaming options at the same time, Serato is not going to be best for you. If you like to put streaming media in with your Serato playlist, Serato is not going to be best for you. There's a lot of little issues. Tweak Music Tips in the building. What's going on, fam? Good to see you. Good to see you. But having said that, Serato is the only program that will allow you to do HID mode for phase. So if you are a phase DJ and you want that accuracy, Serato's the only game in town right now. You can see the dilemma that we're in here. So I'm forced to use both unless I go into the garage and go grab the 12s and swap out and start using the 12s, which I'm going to anyway because I want to get a lot more familiar with algorithm DJ. So I'm going to probably pull the 12s out and start using those. I will be DJing more, FYI, to everybody in there. I will be DJing more just across the board, just because. So that second day, Wednesdays, when I don't have an interview, will probably be a DJ only day. So if you guys are on the YouTube side right now and you're watching, I don't DJ on YouTube. FY. Don't DJ on YouTube. I DJ on, looks like we got a hype train started. God damn it. Of course, Tweak had to be here. Hype train in effect. Tweak with the bits, Ratbone with the bits, Blazing with the bits. Thank you guys so much. You guys know how hype trains work. Subs, bits, all these things. Let's see if we can get up to level 5 today. Can we get up to level 5? We're only on level 1. So let's see if we can get up to level 5. Hey man, dropping science, doesn't come cheap. Philip Tan with the bits, Local Lopez with the bits. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. Honestly, this truly helps me, especially, in the real world. So anything you guys can do to support, I appreciate all of it. So thank you guys so much. Mixmaster GNL with the bits. Appreciate that. So let's keep it rolling. Let's see here. Stephen Bell Music says, I might have missed the point. Stop moving. Ed Reed 20 with the bits. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Stephen Bell says, I might have missed the point. If it's been made, but any suggestions on during mid-set switching from beat source to title without drops in music? Not if you're using Serato. There is no way around it. If you're using Serato, you can't switch back and forth. If you're using any other program, they all allow you to do simultaneous streaming from all of the programs. So that's the weakness of Serato's file management system. So no, you didn't miss it. That's the answer. Blazing with the 100 bits. Thank you so much. The Elo Show with the bits. Let's keep moving. We are at 91% level 1 hype train. 91%. Can we get past level 1? Can we do that? There's a lot of people in here. Can we get past? DJ smoking it, DZ smoking that thing with the 100 bits. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Big V. Appreciate all of you guys. LP says, ask nowadays. Hightown with the resub from Prime. You guys can use your Primes. Prime's free, by the way. So if you haven't used your Prime sub, if you're a Prime member on anybody, now is the time to use it because it's free and you get one free Prime every month to be used any way you want. So we are now at level 2 hype train, 58%. Let's keep going. Gemini with the 500 bits. Pez 916, I assume that's in Sacramento, with the 100 bits. Let's go, let's go, let's go. LP Lang says, nowadays furniture DJ tables are the trend so far as I can see. What are your thoughts on them? I think if you can afford them, DJ furniture works. More importantly, Ed Reed with the 500 bits. Let's go, let's go. More importantly, with DJ furniture, party planners and visually, they love it. Okay, it's clean. It looks clean. Which is why anytime you look at like an IG post right now, you see DJ furniture in like some line arrays because it doesn't look cleaner than that. Like that's super, super clean. You have your trusses with the scrims, you got your line arrays, you got your furniture, and you got your moving heads on top of the trusses. It's super, super clean. And I can't tell you how many times I've pulled out my Bose system. Pause. I pulled out my Bose system, and the coordinator is like, "Ooh, I like that," because it looks so clean. Besides bulky speakers, now. Do you need bulky speakers? Of course. Some situations call for it. But DJ furniture, not only can you buy and it looks good, but you can usually upgrade. You can actually charge a premium for that DJ furniture because I don't know about you guys because I work in Southern Cal, so the planners have their own things that they envision. What do we got here? 2 minutes left, 86% level 2 hype train. Can we get past level 2? Can we get past level 2? Ed Reed is handling it. Gemini is handling it. I pretty much know that all of you guys aren't subscribed to the channel. I know this. So, if you were thinking about subscribing, today may be the day to do it. So let's go. Let's go. You can actually, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So a lot of, coordinators and party planners, designers will come in and, we have front boards and they'll say, okay, we don't want your front board. We're actually going to bring in a new whatever. We have something built for you. And you're using their situation. But a lot of them were like, if you just bring in a table of your own, we'll just pay the premium because we're paying somebody else anyway. You get what I'm saying? So Phil Tan says some speaker manufacturer needs to make a line array that you can attach moving head to the top of. That's not a bad idea. I know right now, they have the trusses where you can get the little adapter that allows you to put your speaker on. However, I would never put my SRXs on there because I don't trust it. SRXs are super heavy. But that's the problem. The problem is the speakers. That line array has to be super strong, and they're all made out of plastic. Gemini with the resub. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much. Subscribe for 7 months. Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. So yeah, there's really no way around that. I was actually thinking about getting those Chevet plate stands because the pole is so thin. And you can put your speaker on there or a moving head or whatever. They're expensive. They're like $260 a piece, but they look good. I'll have to go back to see how Mixmaster is a genius, which he is, but I need to confirm if Tweak Music Tips is actually correct when they say that. I just don't know if I want another plate. I'm so tired of heavy ass plates. Hold on. Let's see here. I'm sure I can fit moving heads on top of my EVs. I guess it depends on the EV. All right. I saw Flipside in the building. Did I miss Flipside? What is he saying here? Would bring it home. Tweezy Tips would say, who'd bring it home? Yes, this is true. Tweak would say that, you know, but I'm just, I appreciate all the funds. I just am not all about the funds like Tweak Music Tips. So, we all have our things. We all have our comfort zones. But it is true. We got 2 minutes and 37 seconds left. Who is going to bring home the hype train? Who is going to move us into level 4? Who is my biggest super fans out there? Do we have any big super fans out there? And by the way, if you're on the YouTube side, feel free to drop in that super chat. You can still participate in the fun without actually, being on the Twitch side. Flip side with the 200 bits, SMC with the resub. We are now at level. What level are we at here? Level 4. We're at level 4 now. Tweak, man, just always in my business. Okay. While we are moving into level 4, let's see if we have any more questions. I know we have tons of questions. If I didn't answer the question, and it's been a while, repost the question. Because I can't go back. So let's see here. So Friday. So Mixmaster is saying, we got a super chat, $5 from Kid Cupid 07. Thank you so much, fam. Appreciate you on that one. I do want to point out that the super chats are typically more valuable because they're putting out like dollars. The bits are fantastic, but when you do the math, 100 bits, we're talking $1. So thank you so much on the YouTube side. Appreciate you. Okay. So somebody was asking about DJ. Okay, so we can run DJ. We are 328, level 4. Let's see what we got here. We're gonna run DJ. Flipside says, what is the best way to travel on an airplane with the Rain 1? We talked about this before. If you can bring it on as a carry-on, I don't have a problem with the soft case because it's you're controlling what's on top of it. The soft bags are fine. They're fine as long as you don't put anything heavy on top of them. All the soft bags have kind of a hardened top. So, like the one I've been using, which is the DDJ 100, it's fine. However, I did bend before I realized what was going on because I was like, oh, hard case. Okay, throwing something else on top of it, something else on top of it. That I bent the load button, the load knob, and I had to bend it back because of the weight. So now the controller, I know that was stupid. You don't have to say anything. But so now the soft case controller always goes on top. It's a top piece on everything I load in. Typically, I just load that part into the back seat of my truck versus being in the bed now anyway. But yes, Jetpack Bags does not make a bag large enough to load in a Rain 1. As much as we'd like it, they don't have it. Have you used the Rain 70 with virtual DJ? Yeah, it works. It works fine. I don't have any issue. Look, I think I've said this before, and 11%, 1 minute 53 seconds left. Tweak with the additional bits. Are we going to get into level 5? We have 1 minute 44 seconds left. Can we get to it? Who's gonna bring it home? AKA Tweak. Are we getting up to level 5? Is that even possible? Looks like we got Edwin. Whoa. Ed Reed with the 1,000 bits. 1,000 bits from Ed Reed. Ed Reed has got my back. Ed Reed is part of the tribe. Ed Reed is fam. Ed Reed will get the big piece of chicken. Okay. By the way, guys, Cleveland. First name Cleveland. We are now at level 5. I am DJ King George with the 500 bits. King George gets the second piece of chicken. Um, uh, I am so handsome, says that's a long name. That is a long name. I will take that. I will take being handsome. I think a lot of it has to do with this wonderful camera and the bokeh and the cool colors. But thank you. I will take being handsome. I will also take the fact that you spelled my name correctly. So for anybody out there that is having trouble spelling my name, it is just like the city, Cleve, land, Cleveland, not like meat cleaver, which is spelled Cleav. Got it? Got it. All right, we are at level 5 hype train, 5%, 3 minutes, 56 seconds. Are we going to finish this thing off? Is that gonna happen today? I don't eat chicken. They make vegan chicken. They make that fake vegan chicken. It happens. It happens. Um, what do you eat? Are you vegan? Let me know in the chat. Are you a fish guy? Let me know in the chat. Because whatever you are, you're getting a big piece of it. You're getting a big piece of tofu. Ed Reed gets the big piece of tofu. Anyway, okay. Level 5, 5%. We have stalled. We have stalled. We have stalled. So I will continue to answer some questions while we stall. Hopefully we can get past that level 5. For all of those people that are new here and you have not subscribed, the easiest way to make sure that you are part of the family is to hit that sub button. It supports the channel, supports the community, and keeps me pushing on with this channel. Because if you guys know, this used to be a 3-day-a-week stream, but it's because of work and getting busy and stuff like that, it's become harder. So I've dedicated this day and also I'll dedicate Wednesday to it too. So, the subs and the bits and the level 5 hype trains keep me kind of invested into this product. I like helping people, but look, guys, facts are time is money. Time is money, and I have to put my time where I'm making the most money. Ratbone with the bits. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Unique Vibe says, can you use Dropbox unlimited storage provided by Recordbox on another platform, Engine Prime, Mixmaster G? Can you do conversion? So here is the truth, the answer to this. In case you guys didn't know, Recordbox and Dropbox basically have a new plan together where for $30 you then get the premium Recordbox tier, so you get the top tier, but you also get unlimited music downloading, uploading, streaming. Okay, so the issue is it's only for Recordbox. The database is encrypted, so no, you would not technically be able to use. You wouldn't be able to use it on any other program. It's going to encrypt that database, so nothing else is going to be able to see it. Unfortunately, which I understand. They have to have a way, but I mean, obviously, you can still use Dropbox unlimited in any capacity. So if you are unlimited, I mean, theoretically speaking, maybe you just have 2 databases up there. It's possible. There's a lot of options once you're there. Okay. Let's see. We have 42 seconds left. 8%. 8%. 42 seconds left. We have just died on the vine. Official DJ Blade, thank you for hosting the channel. Appreciate you. Okay. So now, here is the thing. I'm pushed completely back. If I missed your question, throw it back in the chat. He will stop borrowing neighbors' Wi-Fi. I'm hardwired, so if there's a problem, I'm looking at my phone. My phone looks good, so I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. Yo, yo, yo. To end off, to end off the hype train, Ed Reed drops a 5-piece and pushes us over the top. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ed Reed. We appreciate you. The community appreciates you because they just now got some free subs from you. So hey, if you guys got some subs from Ed Reed, if you got some subs from anybody, I believe Ed Reed was the only one that gifted subs out here. So if you got a sub from anybody out there, say thank you. Say thank you. Ed Reed, you're not the football player, Ed Reed, are you? Because I'm a big fan if you are. Okay. Now we can get back to chatting it up. By the way, thanks everybody for participating in the hype train. I appreciate it. Honestly, I truly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Makes the job worthwhile. Makes the job, makes me know that you guys actually appreciate, what I am doing. Okay. So look at your Instagram DM, please. Okay. I don't know if that was for me or not, but let's see what we got here. Uh, okay. You said you are this person. Gotcha. Oh, well, nice to meet you. So, where are you from? Where is this? Because I see you with the rifle. I need to know where you're from. Put it in the chat where you're from. Okay. Gatsby the Great says, Audio One in the building. What is going on, fam? Audio One is in the building. Make sure you're following Audio One. Oh, do I hate this font? I hate this font. Let's modify this font real quick because it's driving me nuts. I say this every day because every time I change it, it seems to go back to where I didn't want it. Themes logo, edit current theme. Okay, here we go. Let's just change this to. Okay, there we go. All right. Gatsby the Great says the forthcoming M1X MacBook Pros are likely to come with OS Monterey. Based on my understanding, Monterey is not such a big change compared to Big Sur. So don't you think we can accept Serato to come with Monterey compatible version much quicker than they did before Big Sur? Hopefully, same thing for Pioneer and Rain mixers compatibility. What do you think? I think that you are wishing for a scenario that doesn't exist. um, Look, the bottom line here is it going to work? Probably. Are they going to tell you it works? Probably not for a while. That's just the way Serato works. You will see Pioneer. I believe you'll see Pioneer. You'll see Virtual DJ. You'll see DJ work. You'll see DJ probably work right out of the box. In all honesty, but Serato's going to make you wait. They always do. They always do. No way around that. But having said that, I'm not even on Big Sur, so there's that. I'm still rocking. I can't even think of the name right now. I forget. Well, you guys know what it is. The one before Big Sur. So yeah, I don't know, man. Okay. If you have another question, you guys know what to do. Put the ask in the chat. Put the ask in the chat. If I forgot you from the top, guys, just put it back down in the bottom. Honestly. Yeah, H-Town. I know Mixmaster GNL is answering you. I still use iTunes for my database. For just a couple of simple reasons. One, iTunes is universal for all DJ software. So if your music is in iTunes, technically speaking, if you open up Rekordbox, if you open up DJ, if you open up Serato, you can always open up your iTunes folders. Now, getting music in and out of iTunes, it can be complicated. If especially if you're using Serato and having it, like you can't move things into an iTunes playlist. You have to create a new playlist. But the fact that all the music's in there, if you have a playlist that is hard coded, like here is my disco playlist, here is my Motown playlist, here's my 50s, 60s playlist. Technically speaking, you can just keep those in iTunes and they'll always be available to you on every platform. The hardest part is like new music, obviously. Okay. All right. Let's go back up now. So Mixmaster is saying it's possible. Um, so yeah, they're saying it's possible. We'll leave it at that. My guy from Pioneer said it is a you know you you can't just log in. You need third party tools like Mixmaster GNL is saying. Um, yeah. Okay. uh, let's see here. Oh, this is a good question. DJ Paul says, "Do you think Denon DJ is going to overtake Pioneer DJ?" No, I don't. I don't. I assume we're talking about hardware wise. Look, the one big selling piece for Denon DJ is the fact that your hard drives are in the equipment, and I can see a real big value from that. In all honesty, like a real big value having it. I have my Denon Prime Go. Love the fact that I don't have to think about music. I just turn it on. There's music in there. So that is the first thing. But as good as Denon DJ gear is, it's the same thing with Serato. For a lot of people, as good as Serato is, let me back up. As good as like DJ is, as good as virtual DJ is, as good as Rekordbox is, people just will naturally go to what is considered the standard, and the standard is Pioneer DJ. They're the standard, and Denon DJ has made some great products, but they don't have the track record of Pioneer. So you're going to have to convince an entire DJ community that Denon should be at all the festivals. Denon should be at all the mobile events. That's going to be hard to do. They're going to need more years before that happens. And more importantly, they're going to need Pioneer to just completely fall on their ass, which I don't foresee happening. So there's that. But do I like Denon products? Yes, they do a really good job. Okay. What do we got here? All right, let's travel back up. All right, now we're going back down and see if there's any more asks. SBC Rick Lee says Denon sucks next to Newmark. Haven't been to one club that has Denon. Care to argue? Denon sucks next to Newmark? I would argue that all day long. I don't know that Newmark is. I don't consider Newmark to be like top tier product anymore. Newmark, it appears to be the lower tier in music product. Do I like their platinums? Yes, but yeah, I can't say that. I can't say that. Now, you're right. I haven't been to one club that has Denon either. You're right about that. But then I haven't been to a club that has Newmark. So there's that. Demi for real in the building. Matt Dodge in the building. Mike Beats in the building. Mike Beats says Denon in music will buy Reloop before Pioneer. Maybe. Reloop operates on their own thing. They got their own path. So who knows? Let's see here. Still in Tech09 says still in like with your Prime Go. So yes. Guys, by the way, if you guys are asking this question, you probably aren't following me on IG. So make sure you guys are following me on IG. The name is Cleveland Terry spelled correctly, with an underscore. So get on my IG because I post lots of things that I don't post on my YouTube channel and obviously not on my Twitch. But the Denon Prime Go is one of my favorite little devices out there. It's 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 a weird device because I don't use it all the time, but I use it all the time. Does that make sense? You understand what I'm saying? Like like I bring it with me everywhere I go. And if I'm doing a party which requires a cocktail lamp somewhere in a different area, I set up my Prime Go to play the cocktail music because I can put that on auto, play a mix, whatever, right there. I know the hardware is good. I'm not trying to run like a iPhone adapter into the speaker. Like I don't have an issue. I just plug it in via XLR. So there's the one thing. There's the one thing. Two, I keep it as my backup. So it sits next to me in case something goes wrong. I can just turn that boy on and then still rock the party with my backup hardware. I ran into this situation when I was doing an event outside in the dead of summer. You guys know the video about the overheating, about the MacBook Pro, and I didn't have my PC with me. I had my Denon Prime with me, so I just plugged in my Denon Prime. Didn't have an issue with the Prime. So, um, do I love the Denon Prime Go? Yes. Is it if I had to buy one piece of hardware, would that be it? Obviously not. But there's 100% a benefit in the Prime Go, like so much. Um, okay. Let's see here. Just get the 32 gig. I don't know what that is. I'm going to jump back. Denon and Newmark was the thing back in the day. Yeah, it was back in the day. We're not there anymore. Okay. I mean, the NS7 II is still the next best controller behind the Rain 1. I mean, it's a great controller. I don't need a heavy ass controller. Uh, all things. So look, I'm jaded. Okay. First off, there's two things I don't like. I don't like heavy equipment. I don't like equipment that's too big and like bleeds over my table, and I have to deal with that. And I don't like an all red controller. Okay. So there are three things that the NS7 does that I can't stand. So that's just me being jaded. I'm not saying that anybody else will experience the same thing, but yeah, I, color is big for my eyeballs, and I hate the way it looks. Um, which is the same reason that I don't like the Prime 4. I like the Prime 4. The Prime 4 is a good piece of hardware, but Ed Reed, hey, thanks for hanging out today, man. Appreciate you. Enjoy the birthday. Is it your birthday? Are you getting to a birthday? So the Prime 4, great hardware, great features, just too big for me. Too big for me. Tell me where that is from, guys. Come on. Tell me what movie. So I just it's not for me. It's not for me. In the Prime 2, as good as it is, um, they took away some features. So it's not for me anymore. Anyway. Yeah, I'm kind of done with I'm done with capacitive platters and the fact that it took out the dual zone that's in the Prime 4. The fact that it is a fixed screen versus a flip down. Like they made too many it's not Asian porn. It's from a legitimate movie. Um uh it's not they made too many compromises for me with the Prime 2 that I would never it's not one that I would use. DJ iPlays with the tier 1 subscription. Thank you so much, fam. Appreciate you. DJ Coldcut, hit it. You know what's funny about Full Metal Jacket, because it was on premium channels last week, and I ended up watching it again because it's a great movie. The first 30 minutes of that movie are like some of the best directed, best written stuff on the planet. Little Fever in the building. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Um, but uh, the song "Me So Horny" from Two Live Crew. If you watch right after they get to what Little Saigon, right after they get there, and then the prostitute walks up and starts talking to them, like it's legitimately like 3 minutes of dialogue. Every bit of that dialogue is in the song, like legitimately dialogue. It's kind of funny. Okay. All right. Let's see here. What time is it? 11:53. Okay, we still got some time here. Yamato DJ says, I wanted to start making videos about DJing outdoors and some DJing tutorials. What do I have to prepare to start making it? Currently, I'm using a Denon MC3000 and virtual DJ. I wanted to start making videos about DJing outdoors and some DJing tutorials. What do I need? You don't need anything except for, in all honesty, the bottom of the barrel, an iPhone, Android phone. Um, you can edit on your phone. You just need a camera. You know, literally making YouTube content is the same thing as like making Twitch content. You just need a camera and you need a way to get audio into your phone. So for for what you're doing, your camera works just fine. I have actually, so I have my Lumix line of cameras that I typically use for like my day in the life's gig logs, which I haven't done in a long time. But when I have done them, I've been using my iPhone 11. And because the microphones and the camera are very good on here, I get the same results. So I might intertwine both my iPhone and like, talking head video like this together and, do the rest in post, but works just fine. Works just fine. Okay, let's see here. Blue Silver says Mevo. You don't even need Mevo. You don't even need Mevo. Everybody. The good thing about Mevo, I mean, look, in all honesty, every camera with an SD card will record you. Um, every camera typically has a microphone on it, so you don't need Mevo. As much as I appreciate Mevo, it's not the end all. I mean, we have people on Twitch all the time talking about how Mevo is a game changer. It's a great camera. There are tons of cameras that are just like it and will do just a good job. Okay. Now, if I get a Mevo, would I use it? Of course. But am I getting better picture quality out of certain cams? Yeah, I am. But does Mevo have a lot of cool things, especially for streaming? Yes, definitely. Having a Mevo, Tweak Music Tips used the Mevo when they were at the DJ Expo. That was perfect. That was perfect. LP Lang, that is not actually correct. LP Lang, he's not talking about streaming. He's talking about recording content for YouTube. And if you're recording content for YouTube, not necessarily necessary. That was like a double negative. Okay. I'm I'm fully aware of what the Mevo does. I'm just saying, um, if you're not streaming, specifically, then you don't necessarily need a Mevo. And for the record, people, you can stream right from right here to Twitch on your iPhone with the little adapter right here. I have right here on my side, and I'm not discrediting Mevo. Mevo has some great stuff, so don't let me say that. But Mevo's not cheap, and I get people left and right always asking me, sometimes what's the most affordable. But you can have your iPhone. I got this Comica lapel microphone that goes on like so. The receiver's on that camera right now, but you can attach the receiver right to there, and you're going to get the same sound. So It just depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to stream, then we're in a different situation altogether. But even if you're trying to stream, you don't need an audio interface. This is a misconception. You don't need an audio interface to stream music from your hardware. Okay. I know people, they see what people are using and they go out and they grab it and whatever. That's fine. But you can stream directly from Serato. You can stream, I believe, directly from Virtual DJ. I believe Virtual DJ has that already built into their system. So the mic goes into the mixer. You can record your stuff right from there. There's a lot of options out there, guys. A lot of options. It's not just one way or the other. Okay. Yeah. I can stream, which I have done already, from my phone. I forget the what is the streaming one I'm using for that? Hold on, let me see. It's the one from Stream Deck, I believe. Their little stream app and the hardware. Ooh, low battery. Let me plug this in. And I use the Serato virtual audio card. Perfect streaming. Easy. The camera on the iPhone is excellent, especially in low light. So yeah. All I'm saying, guys, is some people we try to do too much. Like I have a lot of equipment in here. So I have a lot of different options. But I'm saying that for ease of use, especially if you're streaming, an iPhone stand, and using the virtual software out of Serato or Virtual DJ, it's a lot easier than trying to find a place to put your other camera and all of these things and running cords and all that stuff. Like it's just ease of use. Anyway, Audio One says Prism is really good too for streaming from your phone. There you go. So there's a lot of options. I know that what's his face? I can't think of his name right now. Why can't I think of his name right now? Oh, Chris Villa. Chris Villa, out of Phoenix, DJ Chris Villa. You guys know him. He's on, DJ City's videos all the time. He streams just with his iPhone in an iRig. And I actually have an iRig. So I went out and bought an iRig because I was going to do some live streaming when I was up in Big Bear and Lake Arrowhead. And I didn't realize it, but I ordered 2 of them. So I actually have a perfectly good iRig. Now, keep in mind, the iRigs now, $35 a piece. The iRigs last year were like $90 a piece. So hold on. Let me answer the question before I get in trouble. There's a lot of questions, but let me answer it. Let me try to go back up and see it. It should be highlighted. Okay. Here we go. Kid Cupid says, doing weddings where guests are trying to overtake music. I had a wedding where bride requested no rap. Guests only wanted rap. Slow jams in 2021. Okay. This is actually an easy question because I get these all the time. I'll get clients that say I don't want any rap music. First off, and I think we talked about this a little bit in the club question early on. Typically speaking, when a client, like a private party client, says no rap, they just mean don't play that bullshit rap that's on the radio today. They don't mean old school. They don't mean Pitbull rap and Flow Rider rap. They just mean don't play the BS on the radio today. Okay. They don't want hardcore rap, but a lot of times they're cool with old school rap. If you drop a Nelly track, typically they're fine with that. So you need to clarify with your client what they mean when they say no rap. Because anytime somebody's like, we don't want any rap on our party, I'm like, okay, great. So you don't want Pitbull? Oh no, we want Pitbull. Okay, so you don't want Flow Rider? No, we want Flow Rider. Okay, so you don't want any old school Run DMC? Oh no, we want that. So then you're not really saying no rap. You're saying don't play little rapper 2021. That's what you're saying. So, first things first, understand what your client needs. Secondly, respect your client's wishes. And if they don't want hip hop and they truly don't want any hip hop, then you don't play any hip hop. You know, Uh, that's the world we live in. It's a private event. You know, but do your homework first so you know exactly what they mean when they say no hip hop. Um, and if your guests only want rap, hey, tell them to go to the bar. By the time they go to the bar a couple times, they'll be fine with anything you play. Slow jams in 2021. I've not played a slow jam besides any type of like ceremonial music, father daughter dance, mother son dance, that type of stuff. Only time I play slow jams, I might play. I know I'm only talking private parties, not clubs. I might play a slow jam if um, if I need to get everybody back to the floor, and it's an easy way. It's an easy trick to get everybody back to the floor. Okay, there you go. Hopefully, I answered your question. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Chris Me says the iRig is not dependable. You know, it's interesting. I know people that have said that. I think it might be hardware failure because I've used iRigs. I used multiple iRigs for a 12-hour marathon. It was just fine. Now I know for a fact that some people have had problems with iRig, so I'm not discrediting anything you're saying. I agree. I just think it's hardware issue. I think it's hardware failure. But yes, Mixmaster GNL is correct. Any class compliant audio interface will work. Actually, your Behringer has some. Mackie has a super small 2-channel interface. You know, it's like this big. So you know that works. They're all out there. They're all out there. Anyway, okay. All right. So Crispy says, I have the Evermix. I have heard that Evermix is a good option to record a DJ mix without a laptop. What are your thoughts on Evermix? I don't use it. I don't typically use any outside hardware because you can record all of your mixes either internally, but if we're talking about streaming, because of the audio virtual audio capture, you don't even need to go out of box. So I don't really use any outside hardware. But I've seen the ads. It looks good. It's a good looking piece of. It's a good looking interface. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Yeah. So audio one is correct. First off, with the new iPhones and even the new phones in general, you don't even need a stabilizer. I walk around just holding it in my hand, and it's smooth because it's got the built-in stabilizers in the software now, and in the actual camera. If you look at the camera, especially the Maxes, the Pro Maxes, they actually have little stabilizers. You can literally see the lens moving when you're walking because it's stabilizing it. So, before I would say, yeah, you couldn't use a phone. Not anymore. I mean, I like the quality that comes out of my Lumix and my 1025 Leica lens, but sometimes I don't have room for it. Sometimes I don't have time to walk around with it. Sometimes I don't want to bring 5 batteries because I got to make sure that I have enough batteries to record the whole thing. Sometimes I don't want to have to pull this out and pull the SD cards out and then record every. There's a lot of things. I can airdrop everything I recorded right from my phone to my Mac. It's just easy. Oh man, is it easy? Okay. All right. Okay. So guys, it's 12:07. We have a few more minutes. I'm gonna try to take it to 12:30 because I started it around 12:30. So if you have any questions, make sure you put the ask #ask in the chat. and we'll try to answer these questions. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, Pyramid Drake. I don't have any recommendations on how to use RMX 500 with the SDJSZ2. Two pieces of hardware that I do not use. So no, I don't have an answer for you on that one, buddy. Uh, okay. Looks like. All right. All right. Oh, okay. Looks like we're back to normal. Yes. Back to the front. Yeah. So the Zoom stereo mics says blue silver. Those are great microphones. Yeah, great microphones. And there's so many options. I actually, in all honesty, if you were holding your phone like this, right, and you're doing video this way, I kid you not, I'm so impressed I'm so impressed about the mic coming out of the iPhone 11, and I'm sure the iPhone 12 is even better. I have done many videos you guys have seen. If you guys have watched any of my gig logs, like I did the one at Calamigos when my MacBook overheated with the ice bags, that was all through the phone. All through the phone. I couldn't tell the difference. Okay. Um, All right. Megawatt DJ says, ever heard of someone using RCA out to USB input to do PC to PC through a mixer to bypass getting a USB mixer? Um, I know there is an RCA to USB, basically audio card. However, I believe that by the time you get everything that you need to make it happen and you get it up, you're probably better off just buying a cheap $60 class compliant interface than trying to go that route. That's what I would do. Honestly, they're so cheap now. These little two channel mics or mics or two channel mixers are so cheap. Uh, okay. Mulberry. Yeah, I don't know that he answered that question. I don't know if he answered if he is the Ed Reed. I don't know, but if he is, yeah, he's a fan for life. Uh, okay. Matt Dodge says, what does he say? He says, what do you think about playing a lot of the same stuff week to week if it's working? Should it bother me if the bartender can guess my next song occasionally? If they make money, who cares? Okay. This is a very, very good question. Um, Very, very good question. Because when I was younger, we used to go to this place called the Yucatan, and it had the same resident DJ every Thursday night. And he would play this one mix that went into Brass Monkey. And it was one of those mixed Brass Monkey, super mixes. And literally, we knew exactly when the song was coming on, what it was going to do, what he was going to do. As a patron, is that annoying? A little bit. Yes, it's annoying. As a bartender, it is what it is. You're hoping look, you're hoping that if you are a successful club or venue, that you're going to get repeat customers. Same people are going to keep coming back because they like what you're doing. So, as a DJ, you definitely have to keep it fresh, or else, people will stop wanting to come, or they'll go, oh, same music as last time, whatever. So you definitely want to change it up, but no matter how much you change it up, there's runs that you'll do that just work. So if they work, then they work. But don't be afraid to change it up. Don't be afraid to have for each quick mix that you have, which might have like 5 or 6 songs. Hopefully you don't have like a playlist for the entire night and you're just playing, from 1 to 75. I hope that's not the case. Okay. I'm assuming that's not the case. So let's just say you have, quick runs that you use. Every quick run should have like 4 or 5 different ways to move in and out of it. Okay. So that means that, if you're playing, I don't know, whatever, let's say let's say I have a run that uses, I'm gonna go old school mix. Maybe I got one that goes like Baby Got Back, into Push It, into something else. So maybe I got one that goes from Baby Got Back into another thing, into Push It. Or I have alternatives for every mix that I have. I can go in and out of things left and right. So that's what I would suggest. Just making sure that, because you don't want to you don't want to be the same. Put it to you this way: if think of your club gig as your streaming gig. Okay. So let's say you're streaming on a channel. Let's say you're streaming on YouTube or streaming on Twitch. And you get people that come here, they watch your stream. And then the next day, you're streaming again. And then the same people come back because they saw you the first time and you're playing the exact same music. You'd feel a little weird about that, right? You'd be like, I should probably change it up. Um, the same applies to a club. If you look out there and you see the same similar faces, you should probably change it up. Okay. Mike Marchetti, hey, thanks for hanging out today. Appreciate you. Sean Caff in the building too. More and more hits says, is Rain dropping the ball by not supporting their legacy mixers like the 60 series? No. Rain dropped the ball years ago with their 60 series. So it's been known that your 60 series was not going to work at some point for at least 6 years. At least 6 years. So if you're kind of going into this kind of shocked that the 6 series doesn't work with new software, that's really on you, because the writing has been on the wall for a long time. The problem is the 6 series, the 60 series is all USB 1.0. Okay, not necessarily their fault. They came out with just older USB class stuff. It won't work anymore. Elemental with the sub, thank you so much, appreciate you. It really won't work anymore. Now, I'm not gonna say it won't work, but it won't work to the nature that needs to work. And every time a new operating system comes out, they potentially have to rewrite the entire driver. So that's a problem, which is why everybody's going class compliant, because it's too hard. So are they dropping the ball? I don't think so. I mean, at a certain point, you just got to move forward and accept that the Rain 60 line is dead in the water. Now, can you use it with other things? You can use your 62 with Virtual DJ right now. It works just fine. You can use your 57 with Virtual DJ right now, and it will work to a point. You get what I'm saying? You just can't use it with Serato. DJ Queso in the building. What's going on, man? Don't let Tweak. No, I think he's gone now. Okay. All right. All right. Northwest Audio says, I have a very ethereal approach to mixing. Sure, I have crates and they are organized. When in the mix at a gig, I tend to let my mind and spirit wander all over the place, and just works for me. That's how I am. I got playlists. I have crates. I got everything kind of boxed in. My crates are more just the basis for all music that is in that genre. I know people that have like 40 playlists. Oh, we're gonna do hip hop today, and then they have playlist. I have, oh, we're gonna do hip hop today. What genre? Oh, we're doing boom bap. Okay, let me go into my boom bap folder and then just go. Now, having said that, anytime I DJ, for the most part, my first 10 to 15 songs are scripted. Not because I need it to be scripted, but it's a way to help my brain kind of get into the flow of things. So I'll have like a dope ass 15 first songs, gets my blood flowing, gets my brain working, and then I will deviate from there. but the first 15, typically always scripted, always. Yeah, I think somebody did in a football. I think it was, I can't remember, maybe Seattle, where they always script the first 10 plays and then they move from there. They make adjustments after that. That's how I am. Okay. Yeah, because I have found that if I try to play through a playlist, never works. Never works for me. Okay. Um, Thanks for the follow, Jason and Sato, San Sato. Jason, I don't know. It's something. Uh, yeah, flip side. Exactly. First 15 is like your vibe check. Yeah. You really know how people are reacting and responding to the music you're playing to know if you need to make some like large scale changes. Rain needs to get a new design engineer team for the mixers. A big reason Pioneer's on top. Apple aesthetics thinking. So yeah, I don't disagree. I think they did the best uh, with the Rain 70. I think if they can, I think if they can continue to kind of improve upon the Rain 70 design, I think they'll be fine because I like the Rain 70 design. I don't like the 72 design. Um, you know, even the Rain 1 design has questionable layout head scratches. Yeah. So blue silver, I don't do in key. I know people love to mix in key. It's not me. I didn't grow up that way. It's real hard for me to get into that, because um I strangely mix in key as it is because I am a DJ, so I'm also a producer, so I make music that is in key. So my ear already has an in key, you know, skill set to it. So I don't do mixed in key. It's just not for me. Okay. Sweetest Ash in the building. What is going on, girl? Good to see you. Good to see you. Uh, yeah. I went to Scamland, which was scam artist Suge's birthday. He did a 2-day kind of summit in Hollywood um, on Sunday and Monday of this week. So I went to Scam and saw a lot of Twitch people. A lot. Hi, it's Danny was there. All of the Scam girls were there. Von Kiss, VTech, Angie V, Bella Fiasco. Everybody was there. Crooked from the podcast. Um, Four Color Zach performed, murdered it, which was interesting. Anyway, maybe we'll get into that in again. How do I get the silhouette effect while DJing? You mean while streaming? Please be more specific. I think you mean while streaming, but please be specific. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. When is a capture card needed? When your hardware doesn't support it. That's it. So, I mean, both audio and video. So you can get away without having either one of them if your hardware will support it. That's what I'm saying. iPhone, USB cable, Serato, audio capture, virtual thing, OBS. You're good. But it just depends. It just depends. Okay. Let's see what else here. How do I get this? Yeah, we already answered that. Yeah, so just teach one. Let me know what you're asking. How are you finding the XMG? You should probably watch my videos, man. I have it. You've seen the videos. Actually, the XMG is right here. And I do like it. I'm in the process right now of porting over all the music that I've done. I am still slightly struggling. I'm going to be honest with you. The only reason the problem I have with going from Mac to PC, because on my Mac, if I had a secondary Mac and I needed to clone it or just clone, Serato, all I would do is copy my music folder to a hard drive and then paste it on top of the music folder on the other MacBook. Problem solved. I'm done. On PC, it's a little different. Pathways are a little different. They don't talk the same way, so there's a little more work involved. But in my brain, I have to have parity. Have to have parity, or it drives me nuts. But as far as just the computer is concerned, XMG rocks. So it's a great PC. Um, okay, 1223. Gatsby the Great says, do the Rain 70 and 72 will last longer than the 62? Yes, because they're class compliant. They're USB 2. There's no reason that the Rain that the Rain 70 and above can't continue on for a long, long time. So you're fine. Uh, okay. Okay, let's drop down. Chris says no, it's not. When you guys, I disagree. You guys gotta put things in context because I don't know what no, it's not. I disagree means, and when it's out of context. So let me know. uh, No, it's not this. I disagree with this, and here's why I disagree. Let me know. What do you think of TikTok is now with SiriusXM? I absolutely don't have an opinion on that, Crimson. I think it's fine. Whatever. It's TikTok. uh, okay. Some output of 1080. All right. Jay Byrne and Jay, is it Jay Byrne or Jay Bourne? Thanks for hanging out today. Appreciate you. Okay. All right. Good. I'm up to speed. I like being up to speed here. Okay. Brandon Darden says, "What is your longest lasting piece of gear?" My longest lasting piece of gear that I've never had to service uh, in like 15. Well, I mean, look, this is a deeper question because I got gear right now that is super ass old. Um, my Alesis M1 active speakers that I use as my streaming monitor, um, super old, still lasts perfectly. I got 40-year-old or 35-year-old Technics 1200s in the warehouse that still work just fine. So that's a loaded question. Um, that's a loaded question. It's a hard one. You know, Actually, probably the longest lasting has been my QSC amplifiers for my passive speakers. Those have lasted the longest. Yeah, those are as I've updated all the systems. Now I'm powered, so I use SRXs for my main system. But before that, I was using JBL Your Music Techniques 1200s, 1210s. Yeah, see, I'm seeing so many answers that I can't even begin to try to relate to. Like this one, Your Music. Your music. What? I can't answer that because I don't know what it means. Uh, so hopefully we can put it in. What is your opinion on the newest 1200s? I think they're fine. Um, I think the biggest issue with people is the fact that it doesn't have the same vibration isolation as the other ones. So that turns a lot of people off. So if you are a touring DJ, which um, most of you aren't, you're probably going to be fine. That's what I think. Yeah. Have they subbed some parts out? Are things potentially a little cheaper? Yeah. I mean, they're not as hard as they were, but you know, but they're also fine. DJ Gemini QSEK series will outlast humans. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Okay. Mr. Wiley Cat, thank you for the compliment. Appreciate you. Yeah, I actually get stuck not doing videos because I the level of quality and information that I want to get out, I it prevents me from putting out some videos that I think would be fine, but they're just not for me. I have like four different products that people have sent me over the past like couple of months that I need to review, but none of them are truly good enough to do like a dedicated review on. Maybe one, maybe this guy right here. But so I might end up putting them together. Um, yeah, I just got something today that I'm going to do a review on. Very interesting. Uh, I disagree. PC and Mac moving. You disagree with what? You're killing me, Chris. You're killing me, and I like you, but you're killing me right now. Are you saying that it's not hard to move PC and Mac moving between computers? I don't know. I explain. And if you have an easy solution, let me know. Let me know because I've always run into a situation where, and I'm not talking about moving music. Moving music is easy. I'm talking about moving playlists and crates and all those things. That's where it gets complicated. And making sure the path names are correct. That's the hard part. I can move music left and right. I want I want complete parity between my PC and my Mac. Okay. Uh all right, let's see here. Okay, a couple of more. Uh Yeah, I'm all for finding the best situation. Honestly, do you think Pioneer is killing the SR, SX, SZ line for the 1,800, 400? No, I don't. I mean, the SX3 kind of. I mean, it hasn't been out that long. You know, um, it's been out. It was out. It's been out maybe what half a year longer than the SX. I'm sorry, than the DDJ 1000 SRT. Um, So, no, I don't think they're giving up on it. I just think Pioneer. I believe that Pioneer looks at the market and says, I mean, Pioneer has their plans. Their plans are built out in the future. So whatever they're coming out with has been thought of 4 or 5 years ago in some cases. So they have their own path. I don't think Pioneer is thinking about what other companies are doing per se. um, they just want to put out what they consider the best product. So, no, I don't think they're going to get rid of the lines. Typically speaking, lines, they don't get rid of lines. People just kind of, maybe the name changes, but I think that the SX line is still an important line to them. People still buy SXs all the time. There are tons of people that hate the DDJ 1000 and will choose an SX, will choose an SZ over it every day of the week. So yeah, that's the issue, or I guess the answer. Uh let's see here. DJ Inglewood asked a good question. What more can be done with mixers or controllers that hasn't been done? Rain 12s and phase were revolutionary, but what more can be done? If I think it reached the plateau. No, there's still some space in there. Um I think the rain one and the phases suffer from one problem, and it's not their fault. And this is just my opinion. It's always just my opinion, by the way. I think that both phase and the 12s uh, struggle with size. They're too big for a lot of things. So if you're a mobile DJ, maybe you don't want to bring the Rain 12s with you, the heavy ass Rain 12s or heavy ass PLX and phases. Maybe you don't want that. So maybe you choose a controller because you want to move around quickly. So just like phones that started out humongous, super thick, heavy, um, you run into a situation where we start to scale down size wise. So things like the Rain One get popular, you know. So I'm assuming we're going to see a lot more things that are like Rain Ones that start popping up more. Um, you know, you know, centralized controllers where everything is in one box is going to be a thing. I think that Denon Prime. I think Denon Prime is onto something as far as software is concerned. You know, these all-in-ones I think are going to have a big future. Um, but I don't think it'll ever truly take off until companies like Pioneer, companies like Rain come out with, stuff like that. Once the turntable DJs realize that the all-in-ones or the built-in hard drive mixers can do what they need to do, I think it'll change. I think it'll change. But there's still a lot of things that they still can do. You know, building a hard drive into it. Every mixer has different types of features in it. So you're always going to have that situation where a new mixer will have a new feature that you might want. Um, but there's a lot of things that still can be done. Uh, Coco Music says, "Sorry, I'm a female, and the descriptive words are messing with me." Which words did I use? I now I need to know. Uh, Daddy is on TikTok, but I know those kids dance more to mom and dad's music than their own music. So it's not so much Blue Silver that they dance to mom and dad's music, which they do. Um, the issue for me, what I've experienced from being a mobile DJ, um, especially moving into COVID and now, starting to do work again. The issue is that all the young people stopped listening to new music because um, peer pressure is a big factor in what kids are listening to. So being at school, having these kids tell you, "Oh, this is a great song," and doing their TikTok and doing all their things, and all the kids are dancing and know this one song. That peer pressure is what pushes you into liking music that you may not have thought about. So once COVID hit and everybody was at home and they didn't have their friends telling them what music works, they stopped listening to new music because they don't know what viral sensation is going to work. Um, so a lot of kids have been listening to older music again, and or listening to the same music that they were listening to a few years ago. I'm playing so much more old school Drake for these kids and old school I'm playing like highest in the room and like all the stuff that like was like last year and the year before. They're asking for the motto, like stuff like that, which they never would have asked for when we were like within the normal situation. But that's all they know now. Again, yeah, the all the music that came out after March of 2020 up until like maybe a month or two ago that didn't hit TikTok, nobody's listening to at all. That's been my experience. Okay. Uh Blue Silver. The trick is to play the TikTok music. I got a TikTok folder. I got a TikTok folder. I got a follow step folder that has all those popular songs in there. And what is more important? Um, them being on the dance floor and filming themselves do it, or not being on the dance floor. Do what you got to do, man. Okay. What are good compact headphones? Define compact. Are we talking about like over the ear, in ear, on top of ear? What are things that you like about them? What are things that you dislike about them? There's a lot of questions. A lot of questions. What are my preferred headphones for casual listening? Still just like Beats. For casual listening, In all honesty, I use um, I use AirPods Pros in ears. Those are my ones I use for casual. Besides that, I use what I have around. So, like, I have a pair of Beat Studios. Um, I have a pair of my V Modas, which I use for DJing. Um, I'm all about wireless. I don't like wires, so that's my biggest issue. So if I'm not using my AirPods, and let's say I'm doing like housework or whatever, I'll throw on the studios because they're easy and the battery lasts long and they sound fine for that kind of stuff for casual listening. The over the ears, not the Beats Solo threes, which are better sounding. Um, sorry, uh, Patty Z Radio. TikTok is dead now. Explain. Uh, which they're not better sounding, but because they're over the ear, they're more comfortable. Okay. All right. Okay. 12. All right. I think we're over the ear over the ear to black song request. That's funny. Yeah. So for that, I use my V Modus. Although I do have a couple. I have been lately using my Shure SE535s, which are still some of the best sounding in ear headphones that you can get. I know that they've gone. So they all in ears have a specific amount of armatures. It starts with two. It's gone up to four and five now. Just kind of crazy speakers in these little less in ears. My SE535s are three armature speakers, but Mackie is sending me both, which I should be getting in the next couple of days. Both their four armature and their three armature ones to test out. So we're going to test those out. I started to go back to in ears. First off, they do sound the best, no matter what. They're better for your ears as far as sound is concerned and blasting out your eardrums. But because I wear hats and um, I started wearing these. Hold on. I started wearing these style hats. So I have a few of these in different colors. And if you wear these style hats, uh, what'll happen is, here, my old school Pioneer DJs, what'll happen is, I mean, obviously, I don't really have to show you this, but I'm going to show you to you anyway. You can't get them over without folding in your stuff. Now I'm a cowboy. I don't want to be a cowboy. So, in ears don't, I mean, over the ears don't work for hats like this. They work for, regular, but even then, they're still bleeding over, trying to see which one you can see, over my hat. So you're not getting a complete sound isolation by using over the ears. So I have been using, again, my in ears again, and they're great. Um, okay. Cool. Okay, let's see here. Oh no, the in-ears are always wired. I don't use anything wireless. I mean, I know there's a couple of companies trying to come out with a low a low what's the word I'm looking for? My brain is a little dead today. Um a low delay rate. I know there's a company out there, but yeah, I still go wired. Um okay. Latency. Thank you. Sometimes your brain doesn't work. It's a lot to talk, for over 2 hours by yourself. It's a lot. Cork headphones. Okay. I actually had a pair of Cork headphones a long time ago, and they were fine. I They didn't last That was the problem with my Korgs. Like all of my Pioneer headphones. I still have an old ass pair of Pioneer 7506s. Okay, not Pioneer, sorry, of Sony 7506s that are beat to hell, but they still work. These guys right here, which were, very expensive when I bought them, but they still work. They still work just fine. They're not as comfortable as my other ones, and there's a little bit of I prefer the low end of the V Moto over these. I know the new ones that just came out are supposed to be really good, but in a pinch, these work just fine. Okay. What in-ear brands do you guys use? So there, I mean, the ones that are kind of the standard. Well, see, I don't really get into this right now because my brain is dead. It's been too long. But the Shores, because I need to eat. The Shores are really good. Any of the SE series, anything over, in my opinion, anything over the 535. That 535 Simi are like the standard. But then there's also several custom in-ears that you can get that are good. The Shores are like the off-the-shelf headphones that are just quality. Okay, but there's tons of them out there that make the custom ones that are really really good. And now, like I said, I'm going to try the Mackie ones, see how they sound. Okay. So just so you know, Blue Silver, basically every single in-ear that you have can technically can do wireless. These are new ones, wired, but they also do Bluetooth for casual listening and noise canceling. Hold on. Which ones are we talking about? Oh, the Korg ones. Yeah, but so do the Beats, Solos, and Studios do the same thing. So that's kind of the standard nowadays to be able to do noise canceling and wireless. And so the good thing about the Bose, not the Bose, the Beats Solos is that um, you can still use the noise cancellation wired. If you plug in the wired Beats Solos, they will still work. A lot of the Studios don't work if the battery dies. I think my new ones do, but not the older ones. Okay, because my brain is dead, I'm going to end this. Professional translators latency should be negligible. I have not seen one that has been the case yet, Mixmaster. So if you know of any, let me know. But also there's the fact of if it's super expensive for that thing, I'll just plug in. I don't need them that bad. I mean, the mixer is right underneath me. Okay. What am I going to eat? I am going to eat some rice, probably some brown rice, and some leftovers from last night, which is like, I think I did like a steak medley. Also, the Korg has removable foam. Blue Silver. So do the V Motas. A lot of the V Motas are the same thing. It has noise cancellation. It has Bluetooth. It can go wired, and it has pop-off pads. I'm not saying the Korgs aren't. I haven't heard the Korgs, so I don't know. I don't know how they sound or what they look like. I haven't even seen anything about them. Which model are they? Let me know in the chat. Where did you get that picture behind you? Tweak will get a kick out of this one. This picture is from Amazon. If you go into any of my videos and then you click on the link, actually, I think I might have a Streamlabs thing too. If I do, put it in there to all of my review gear. But I have a whole link to it that allows you to see all the stuff that I use. And I need to add to it because there's several other things that I just got that need to be added to it, like this guy. Okay. All right. Okay. Gonna scan to. So the Mi M6s in ears, I have heard are some of the best cheap in ears you can buy. The Me M6s, they're a local. I think they're a California based company. I've been meaning to contact them and see if I can get some review units. But I know people that swear by those guys, the M6s. Ultimate Pro is another really really good one. Expensive, but another good one. Um, Preferred headphones are Sennheiser HDJ8s. Okay, so I have an issue with the Sennheisers. I haven't owned them in a long time, but Sennheiser was one of the first headphones because I used to be a production guy, so I needed studio headphones, and everybody was swearing by the Sennheisers, and I got them and I put them on, and I just hated the sound. The volume was too low, and I couldn't stand it, so I actually took them back. I'm sure a lot has changed since then, but I haven't used them. Um, oh, Stuart Robinson. Thank you so much, fam. Appreciate you on that one. Okay. Okay. Well, let's take a look real quick. Korg NCQ1WH. That's a lot of words. Hold on. MCQ. Okay. B&H has them. They're not cheap. So 349. Um, Hold on, I'm gonna pull them up. Tell me if these are the ones we're talking about here. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. Share screen. Okay. Uh, Tell me, are these the ones we're talking about? These guys right here? If they are, I mean, yeah, they're pricey. Yeah, I would hope at that price that the noise canceling is very, very good. Um, One thing I will say that I don't like right off the bat is I don't like the headphone configuration because um, first off, they don't look like do they fold in? I see the latch right here, but this might not be a fold in. Um, I don't think they fold in. So if they don't fold in, that's an issue for me because I like to compress my headphones to protect them a little more. And but hey, if they sound good, that's all that matters. So anyway, all right. What's a good interface to get vocals in Serato Studio? Any interface you have, literally any interface, any mixer with a class compliant mixer will show up in Serato Studio. Any mixer that includes like your DJ mixer that you use for Serato. You can legitimately plug a mic in there and just record right out of there. So any mixer. Uh, okay. Okay. What is your take on the Newmark Scratch mixer? It's the cheapest mixer in the market that works with Serato. The Newmark Scratch mixer is very good, Kevin. I don't have an issue with it whatsoever. It's got a great fader. It's got all the bells and whistles that you need as far as DJing. It's just an affordable. It's just an affordable mixer. I don't have a problem with the Newmark Scratch, in all honesty. Um, but as a matter of fact, Audio One uses is Newmark Scratch, and he tends to DJ just fine. uh, okay. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. I think we're good. Cork should send me a pair of these after promoting them. Yeah. Well, get yourself a YouTube channel, and I'm sure they will. I'm sure if I contacted Korg, they'd send me a pair. But I know for a fact that for me, they're not ones that I would typically use. They, they're great for the person that needs to do hybrid, but there's some things that I'd like to see on those headphones that they don't have. Doesn't make them bad. They could sound amazing, but you know, little things like flexible ear cups. That's important. That's important to me. And if they don't have that, then I haven't had a problem with having to noise cancel any sound out of like my V Modas, and those aren't noise canceling while I'm DJing. I haven't had a problem. I just the cups cover your ears and it blocks out the sound. Hence, it's rudimentary noise canceling. Okay. All right. Last question. Last question, and then I'm out of here. Just sharing the info. I don't take it personal, Blue Silver. I'm not saying that what you're doing is incorrect. The info is fine. And if somebody wants them, the issue becomes, once you get up to the $300 mark, a lot of headphones, a lot of people's choices for headphones kind of disappear. Um, just because now you're into like name brand territory at 350. So most people are going to opt for name brand. I do, but hey, if they work, they work. And if they sound good, they sound good. DJ Audio One is using an S1 now, but yeah, he was used, but for a full year straight, he was using the other one. So, should I get the Rain one or wait till January and see what else comes out? That's for you to decide. That 100% for you to decide. The Rain one is a very good controller. But where are we in right now? We are about to move into September. You got NAM, in 4 months. So if I would say if you don't need if you don't need a controller right now, you might as well wait. If this were, you know, NAM 21 is January, is February, um, and everybody announced their products, I think you're better off, you can make the choice then. But now, when we're so close to NAM, you know, for me personally, okay. So if you guys are Apple people, like you should never buy an iPhone in June, July, August. You should just wait until September because the new iPhones are going to come out. So one, the better ones are going to come out. Two, if you wanted last year's model, it's going to be cheaper. So I it's just one of those dumb things. You might as well wait if you can. Now, if you absolutely need something, all bets are off. But if it's just something you want, then just wait. Okay. Harmonix is always late. uh I have rated Chanel B. So we got to see who else is on before we raid Chanel B. Uh Mixmaster is all about the ADE, boy. So yeah, maybe that'd be great. Which kind of explains why there's always some hardware that is released right around October. That kind of makes sense. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay, let's see who's on. Oh, I'm like, where's the Twitch icon? Okay. All right, let's see who is on today. Before Yacht Life, huh? Let's see, Wally Sparks. No mic, just music. Ray Domingo. So that's a no. uh DJ LKP. Who's this guy? Let's see who this guy is. Sometimes, in all honesty, in case you're ever wondering, by the way, if you're thinking about you're on Twitch and you're wondering why you're not being rated, one of the things I look for two things. One, I quickly pop up and play the music to see what they're playing because that's important. See how their interaction is because that's important, and also visually. Like if I open it up and like you're sitting in a super small box in the middle of your stream, you're probably not getting rated. In all honesty, um, so yeah. So I'm okay. I'm okay rating Chanel. Chanel, let's rate Chanel. We'll put over Quest Squad presents. Quest Squad presents. What is this? Hold on, I'm muting you so I don't get demonetized. Okay, we'll do Chanel. We'll rate Beast Thing next time. He's got like snapback people, so he's fine. Why isn't Chanel even coming up? DJ Chanel. There she is. All right. Oh, shout out to Mixmaster GNL. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. So next week, guys, we will have a show on Wednesday. We got DJ Bizon from Twitch, from the East Coast, Midwest, super dope DJ, and we're gonna be having him on to talk about music editing, how he's gotten to where he is, a little bit of everything. That's kind of where I'm gearing these Wednesday shows on, is kind of really trying to you know bring out people that can help you in the real world too. That's kind of important to me. So that'll be Wednesday, 12 p.m. 12 p.m. Good time. That's Pacific Standard Time. Always Pacific Standard Time. Uh, yeah, I set the rate up. It's me. Um, so guys, come on, raid, kick in for me. Don't send anybody to raid. I'm just trying to make sure we get everybody. For all the people on YouTube, thanks for hanging out today. If you're gonna come to the Wednesday show, it will not be on YouTube. It will only be on Twitch. So make sure you guys are following me on Twitch, and we're gonna start this raid off. All right, guys. It's been a good time. Had a great time on the show. I'm a big fan of Thursdays. That's why I do both YouTube and it. All right. That's what I didn't want. See, this is what backfires on me. So I rated Chanel B and she rated Don Perignon. I don't even know what's going on right now. Yeah, she's rating Don Perignon right now. See, I should have went with my gut. All right, y'all. We'll see you soon. Peace out.